Why, despite desiring peace and happiness, does life for so many people seem to follow a downward spiral? It's a question that silently echoes in many minds. The answer, most of the time, isn't found in fate or external circumstances. It hides in plain sight, in the habits we don't notice, the silent thoughts we repeat, the unspoken words we carry day after day. Many never stop to consider that their vibration, the energetic frequency they emit, is being slowly eroded by these unnoticed patterns. They wait for a change in life, unaware that the real transformation must begin from within, that the key to unlocking a constant flow of well-being, clarity, and opportunities isn't about seeking something outside, but about adjusting the internal tuning. In this guide, you will discover how to take control of this inner energy. You'll learn the overlooked secrets of vibrational elevation, techniques that don't require years of spiritual practice or complex esoteric knowledge, but that start working the moment you apply them. Yes, the results can be immediate. This isn't magical thinking or blind optimism, it's the science of presence, the art of awareness, and the undeniable power of informed choice. It's about understanding how your energy works and using simple tools to permanently direct it towards a higher state. If you're willing to look beyond the mental noise and external distractions, what you'll discover here has the potential to change everything. Prepare to learn a simple method with results you can start feeling today. Your energy isn't just something you feel occasionally. It's something you carry and transmit every moment. Every thought, every emotion, every internal reaction contributes to the frequency you radiate. It silently manifests in your voice, your posture, your presence. Most people never stop to notice this subtle energetic current. Yet it colors how you experience the world and, crucially, how the world responds to you. You don't see vibration, but you see its constant reflection in your life. Think about the quality of your relationships, the way opportunities arise or slip away, the tension or peace that follows you into each new day. All of these are mirrors of your predominant frequency. Low vibrational states rarely announce their arrival. They sneak in disguised as common thoughts and routine habits. One moment it's a casual complaint about traffic, a cynical remark about the news, or a silent feeling of apprehension about the future. The next moment, you realize you're in a downward spiral. Days suddenly feel heavier, joy becomes harder to access, motivation dries up. These states aren't always dramatic. Often they arrive subtly and settle like a fog in the back of the mind. But when unchallenged, they solidify. They become a kind of energetic gravity, pulling everything down with it. This is where awareness becomes your silent guardian. The simple act of observing your internal climate can be revolutionary. When you become the observer of your thoughts, instead of their captive, you create space. Space to choose again, space to rise, space to change. Noticing the presence of fear, anger, or sadness doesn't mean suppressing them. It means refusing to be ruled by them. Like a lantern lit in a dark room, awareness doesn't fight the shadows. It reveals them, allowing transformation to begin. A practical and immediate tool for building this awareness is conscious inquiry. When negativity stirs, gently ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? Is this thought serving me or draining me? Is there another perspective I haven't considered? These simple questions create a gap between impulse and action, a space where your power resides. You reclaim authorship over your emotional state, not by resisting it, but by recognizing it as transient, not identity-defining. With awareness in place, you regain access to choice. And from that choice, your vibration begins to shift, not through force, but through conscious alignment. You no longer wait for life to get better before you feel better. You lead the way. Once awareness is awakened, the next movement is towards presence. Recognizing your internal state is a powerful start, but shifting that state requires anchoring yourself fully in the now. The present moment is often mentioned in spiritual circles, but its true power lies in its practicality. It is the only place where true choice exists. In the present, there is no story about what went wrong yesterday, and no worry about what might fall apart tomorrow. There is only what is happening now, and that is where your energy becomes most potent and directable. Presence isn't just a concept to understand intellectually, it's a skill to embody. When your mind races through regrets or rehearses future disasters, your body absorbs the stress. The nervous system doesn't differentiate between imagined stress and actual threat. Anxiety, fatigue, and emotional exhaustion build as energy leaks from the present moment into places where no action can be taken. But when you return to the now, through breath, body sensation, or focused awareness, you gather that scattered energy back to yourself. It's like reclaiming pieces of your soul from all the timelines where they wandered. You bring your power back to where it can actually make a difference, here and now. A practical and immediate entry point into presence is conscious breathing. Not shallow, distracted breathing, but conscious, measured inhales and exhales. Try this right now. Inhale slowly through your nose to a count of 4, hold for 4, exhale through your mouth for 4, and pause for 4. Repeat a few times. This simple practice calms the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight response, and brings the mind into coherence with the body. As the breath slows, the mind follows. You're no longer being dragged by thought. You're observing it from stillness. This is an immediate result you can feel. Engaging the senses is another gateway to the now. Take a moment to look around. Really look. Notice textures, colors, shadows, light. Listen to the subtleties in sound, a bird singing in the distance, the hum of electricity, the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Feel the weight of your body against the chair or your feet firmly planted on the floor. These observations may seem small, but they are portals. Each one pulls you deeper into the truth that life is happening now. Not in your head, but in your direct experience. Being present doesn't mean avoiding responsibilities or ignoring pain. It means meeting what is with clarity instead of distortion. You stop projecting old narratives onto new situations. You begin to respond instead of react. Over time, this shift from mental noise to embodied presence becomes your new default. Your vibration rises not because you're forcing it, but because you're no longer feeding what drags it down. Energy is not confined just to thoughts and emotions. It courses through your body, shaping your posture, breath, and even your facial expressions. When vibration dips, it often manifests as physical heaviness. Shoulders slump, breath shortens, the body withdraws from movement. This stillness, while sometimes mistaken for rest, is often stagnation in disguise. Energy, like water, is meant to flow. Without movement, it pools in places it was never meant to stay, creating tension, fatigue, and a sense of being trapped within one's own skin. Movement is the language of release. Just as the wind clears stagnant air, movement clears stagnant energy. Even gentle activity, when done with awareness, can shake loose what thoughts alone cannot. A few minutes of conscious stretching can open locked muscles and, with them, locked emotions. A brisk walk under the open sky can ventilate the mind as much as the lungs. Physical movement isn't separate from spiritual practice. It is one of its most accessible forms, with immediate results. When you move, you invite circulation, not just of blood and oxygen, but of consciousness. You literally shake off old energy and make space for the new. The beauty of movement lies in its diversity. There's no single right way to do it. For some, it's yoga, a practice that fuses breath with flow, aligning body and spirit. For others, it's free-form dance, allowing the body to express what the voice cannot. Even something as simple as rhythmically swaying to music can lift vibration dramatically. These actions don't have to be precise, they only need to be felt. The goal isn't physical perfection, but energetic liberation. The immediate result is a feeling of lightness and renewed flow. In moments of emotional weight, when the mind feels cluttered and the soul dim, movement becomes a form of prayer. It says, "I am willing to feel again. I am willing to be here." You don't have to wait to feel motivated. Start with 5 minutes, let the body lead and the mind will follow. Through the simple act of moving, you awaken dormant energy, signal to the universe your readiness, and create space for clarity and joy to re-enter. Your surroundings are not passive, they actively participate in your energy. Every room you enter, every voice you listen to, every image that meets your eyes carries its own vibration. These subtle energies either harmonize with your inner frequency or clash against it. Without awareness, it's easy to become an energetic sponge, absorbing the emotional residue of chaotic spaces or negative influences without even realizing it. Just as a tuning fork vibrates in response to another, your energy responds to everything it's exposed to. That's why curating your environment isn't just aesthetic, it's energetic hygiene. A cluttered space reflects and reinforces a cluttered mind. Dust on surfaces can mirror stagnation in thought. Start with simplicity. Clear your desk, open a window, add elements that bring life. Plants, soft lighting, natural textures, meaningful artwork. These changes are not superficial. They subtly signal to your nervous system that peace and clarity are present. Your outer world begins to mirror your inner intention, creating a loop of energetic support. You can feel the difference immediately upon entering a clean, harmonious space. Beyond the physical, relationships and digital consumption shape your vibrational climate. Spending time with chronically negative individuals, constant exposure to cynical media, or the habit of doom scrolling on social platforms drain your energy field. Energy, like attention, is a limited resource. Choose wisely where you invest it. Seek out voices that uplift, communities that encourage, and spaces that feel like a deep exhale. You don't have to isolate yourself, but you must become discerning. As the saying goes, don't surround yourself with people who dim your light. Surround yourself with those who fan your flame. Even a single shift in your environment, a room made sacred by intention, a friend who speaks from the heart, a playlist that opens your chest, can recalibrate your entire state. When your surroundings are aligned with your desire to vibrate higher, transformation no longer feels like a battle. It becomes a natural extension of the space you inhabit. Imagination is not an escape from reality. It's a tool for shaping it. What the mind repeatedly envisions, the body begins to embody, and life eventually reflects. Visualization, then, is not empty wishful thinking, it is intentional creation. It plants emotional experiences into the subconscious, where they take root and begin altering your vibrational signal. The frequency you emit is not just based on what's happening around you, it's largely shaped by what you expect and believe within you, and you can start feeling that internal shift immediately. Visualization begins with a clear and vivid mental image, not abstract hopes, but concrete scenes that activate your senses. Picture yourself already immersed in the outcome you desire. See the environment around you, feel the emotions, hear the sounds, even sense the temperature in the air. The more detailed the image, the more powerfully your nervous system responds. The brain, surprisingly, doesn't clearly distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. So when you visualize abundance, peace, or success with clarity and emotion, you shift your vibration to match it even before the external world catches up. Feel the emotion now. However, visualization alone is only one part of the architecture. Words must follow the image. Affirmations are the spoken counterpart to mental imagery. They reinforce what is being constructed in the mind. Phrases like, "I am aligned with abundance," "I radiate calm confidence," or "I trust the flow of life" become more than statements. They become instructions. Spoken daily, written often, and felt deeply, these affirmations imprint new patterns onto the subconscious, where old beliefs once held power. The key to effective affirmations lies in emotional resonance. It's not enough to repeat words, you must feel them. When you say, "I am worthy of love," and let that truth vibrate through your chest. Emotion is the glue that makes affirmations stick. The stronger the emotional charge, the deeper the belief embeds itself into your vibrational signature. Over time, the combination of visualization and affirmation becomes a daily ritual of energetic alignment. You no longer wait for life to give you evidence. You generate the evidence within. As belief shifts, so does vibration. And as vibration shifts, life reorganizes itself to match. There is a form of energy exchange more immediate than thought, more powerful than visualization, and more universally available than any meditative practice. Kindness. Acts of giving are not just moral virtues. They are vibrational accelerators. Every time you offer something to another, be it time, attention, words, or resources, you initiate an energy transfer that uplifts not only the recipient, but also the giver. In the act of caring, your frequency naturally elevates, the heart expands, the ego softens, and the illusion of separation dissolves. When kindness is offered without expectation, it becomes a form of spiritual technology. It bypasses the mind's calculations and touches something deeper, what some might call the soul or higher self. Helping someone carry groceries, giving a genuine compliment, or listening without judgment may seem insignificant on the surface, but on an energetic level, these moments send ripples far beyond what can be measured. You step out of your personal narrative and into alignment with a broader flow, the rhythm of unity, compassion, and collective elevation. Even in moments when you feel depleted, choosing to act from kindness creates paradoxical strength. Energy given in love does not leave you empty, it multiplies in return. This is the boomerang of vibration. What radiates from you circles back, magnified. That's why, in your darkest moments, extending help to others can be one of the fastest ways to shift your own frequency. You become a channel through which light flows, and in the process, the shadows within you begin to retreat. It's not about dramatic gestures. In fact, the subtler the act, the more potent its vibration. Picking up trash from a sidewalk, sending a voice note to check on someone, or silently blessing a stranger on the street, all of these elevate the field around you. Kindness is a frequency. The more you embody it, the more your life begins to vibrate at that frequency naturally. You move from effort to flow, from lack to abundance, not because of what you gain, but because of what you give. Raising your vibration permanently isn't an unfathomable mystery. It's a discipline of awareness, a practice of presence, and a willingness to choose differently, whether through gratitude, implied, in kindness, conscious breathing, body movement, curating your environment and company, affirming your truth, or choosing kindness. You hold the tools. You don't need more time, more money, or more perfection. You only need to begin. In each moment lies a choice. In each choice, your energy shifts. And when your energy shifts, your life follows, instantly, completely, and beautifully. The results start now. If this guide resonated with you and you're ready to apply this simple method for immediate and permanent results, leave a comment saying, "I'm ready to raise my vibration." And don't forget to subscribe for more practical content on mastering your energy and creating the reality you desire. Remember, change begins with a choice. Make yours now. Until next time.